Seas 2 to 4 feet, occasionally to 5 feet. Wave detail, southeast 3 feet at 6 seconds. A chance of showers with a slight chance of thunderstorms. For Wednesday night, southeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Wave detail, southeast 3 feet at 6 seconds. A chance of showers with a slight chance of thunderstorms. And for Thursday, south winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 2 to 4 feet, occasionally to 5 feet. Wave detail, southeast 4 feet at 8 seconds. A chance of thunderstorms. Showers likely, mainly in the morning. From the Okaloosa-Walton County line to
What you're
Pascagoula,
listening to
from
is
20 to
the
60 nautical miles offshore,
Pensacola weather station
small craft should
KC86.
exercise caution. For rest of tonight, east winds around 15 knots with gusts up to 20 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet, occasionally to 5 feet. Wave detail, southeast 4 feet at 5.
All right, good morning, everybody. It's good evening and then morning. It is 11:12 p.m. local time, 10:12 Central, back at the Gulf Coast. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with we're going to start a look off at radar. We're going to start looking at radar. Let's go to Wexel 1 computer, please. Here's Wexel 1. We got it. We do have one tornado warning on the board, and that is for Oklahoma. So let's go ahead. Let's go in here and look at this storm, and it's just pretty much wind. I don't see any tornado characteristics with this one. You have a little bit of rotation right here, and that just fell apart on the last scan. I would still say that there's area of broad rotation right here. There's still areas of rotation right there, but that's what I see with that. So let's do correlation coefficient. There's no lowering, no nothing. Well, that might be something. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if that's part of the beam. What if we get a tornado emergency? We'll come back to it. So let's go back home. Let's go to the Mobile, Pensacola area. Let's put this thing back on reflectivity. When we had, whenever we did our first stream, they had a bunch of technical difficulties. We did have a shower up around Freeport that has since died off. We did have meteorologist Michael White earlier on the stream. Um, he was explaining what was happening around Freeport and the National Hurricane Center outlook, where we have an area over here that has a 10% chance of it becoming a tropical disturbance. So let's look at Wexo. Let's go up here and take a run of what's going on. You got a low that's causing all these severe thunderstorm warnings, some of these flash flood warnings, these flood warnings. It's all along a line of strong to severe storms ahead of this low, and that's moving all to the east. So as since we don't have anything on radar right now, let's run the H triple R. Let's run the H triple R. This look is valid at 11 p.m. H triple R saying you'll have a shower around Fort Walton Beach area, around the Valparaiso area, the Eglin Air Force Base area. One little shower. and having a shower around Geneva, Alabama. So as we run the HRRR, there's that look is valid at midnight. Showers around Milton, Navarre, showers around Milton, East Bay, Santa Rosa Sound, Fort Walton Beach, Valparaiso, and out here in the rural area of Walton County. I would say around the Mossy Head area, the 285 area. Mossy Head sits right here. Define Springs sits right here. Freeport sits right here. Miramar, Destin. There's Navarre right here. So East Milton, Navarre, Windhaven Beach, Harris area, Hobart has a little bit of rain. That looks valid at 12. That look is valid at 1. Little cloud cover around Crestview, north of Defuniak. A rain shower out over the Gulf. That look is valid at 2. Little cloud cover around Opp, Alabama. That's out of our area. 3 o'clock, a shower around the Pensacola area, around the downtown area. 4 o'clock, it shows a little bit of rain right here around Robertsdale, Fairhope, Magnolia Springs, Foley. This is all south of Spanish Fort. Got a shower over here around the bay, around the state line, and a little shower on I-10. That's it at 4, 5 o'clock. A big cluster of showers around Mobile Bay, out on the bay. 6 a.m. Dolphin Island Bridge having a shower. DIP having a shower. Bayla Battery having a shower. Alabama Port. Bear with me, guys. There we goes. Dolphin Island about showered south of Dolphin Island. Got a shower around Moss Point, out on the Gulf. And I'll run through the HRRR again with all the technical difficulties we're having. And all the showers remain offshore. Um, that looks valid at 11. Shower right at Dolphin Island. So let's go back and let's run it again. That looks valid at 11. So that look is valid in the next 40 minutes. It says there's going to be a shower around Fort Walton Beach, Valparaiso. Zoom in on it. The Eglin Air Force Base area, Shalimar area, Valparaiso, Cinco Beach area, Destin area. That look is valid at midnight. Showers and thunderstorms around the Milton, Navarre, Hurlburt area, Harris area, Windhaven Beach, Valparaiso. Getting close to the Mossy Head area, and then south, not south, west of Crestview. This look is valid at 1. Slight rain around Crestview. Nothing at 2 p.m. 2 a.m. Excuse me. At 3 o'clock in the morning, Pensacola having a shower. This shower is around the East Pensacola Heights area, pretty much around the downtown area. At 4, around the Daphne area, Fairhope, Magnolia Springs, Foley, Robertsdale, Summerdale, Beulah, the I-10, and then the western side of Mobile Bay. Those areas having a shower. 5 o'clock in the morning, the shower is right around Fairhope, right there over the bay. Gulf Shores having cloud cover. 6 a.m. Dolphin Island Bridge, Dolphin Island, Bayou Battery, Alabama Port, Heron Bay, that area having a shower. Then it goes over here to Orange Grove, Mississippi, northeast of Pascagoula, around the I-10 Highway 90 area. And around 8 o'clock in the morning, all the showers and thunderstorms are offshore. 9 a.m. Pensacola Beach, Chicken Bone Beach, Fort Pickens area. They're having a little shower. Gulf Shores area having a shower. Gulf Highlands area. No, not Gulf Shore, not Gulf Shores. Fort Morgan area, Gulf Highland area having a shower, and that shower goes towards Dolphin Island at 10. That looks valid at 10 o'clock. That look is valid at 11. Dolphin Island's having a shower, and that's all that HRRR is saying right now. Let's go to. Can we get Wexo 2 computer? Get Wexo 2 computer. Thank you. So Wexo 2, this is radar scope. This this area in Texas is showing the severe thunderstorm warnings. It's saying we got a tornado icon, so let's go take a look at this. It has a possible TVS. There's your hook. There's your classic hook. Your inflow notches here. Possible tornado here. Let's look at the velocity. Saying it has a TVS. There's a broad area rotation. Um, let's look at correlation coefficient. There might be something there. There might be something there. Uh, let's go in here and take a look at it. I'm thinking this is just radar noise because you're possible because it's not a tight screaming couplet. It's not a tight screaming couplet, but there's your the area we're watching is right here. That's a messed up looking circle. Let me try to draw it again. The area we're watching is right there, where the greens and the reds meet up. So there is, yeah, this severe thunderstorm warning, this severe thunderstorm warning. This severe thunderstorm warning is for Somervell County in north central Texas, northeastern Arath County in north central Texas, southwestern Johnson County in north central Texas. And if I butcher these areas, I'm sorry, northwestern Bosque County in central Texas, central Hood County in central and north central Texas. This being warned on wind and hail. So let's go up the pretty much the story with with this line is pretty much basic straight line wind. This one you got to watch because it has multiple areas to watch. There's one, there's one. That might be one. You got to watch these little notches that come out of the storm because they can easily form an inflow and have something try to spin up. Let's go up here to this tornado warning. Check on this tornado warning. It is in play for about another 4 minutes. I'm thinking that the Weather Service is going to let it go. Let's go back to Mobile. Let's go back to Mobile, Pensacola area. And there's nothing except this little shower south of Port St. Joe over the Gulf. This little shower that's over the Gulf south of Port St. Joe right here. Let's see if that's going to move on shore. No, it is not. It's just gonna track. It's just gonna track west along the Gulf. I highly doubt anybody's gonna be out on the water right now since it's 10:26 local time, 11:26 time Eastern for me. Other than that, I do not see anything that's going on with the radar for back on the Gulf Coast. Let's go up here to the AKQ area, and there's nothing going on at AKQ. All this noise you see around Richmond, I promise you that's not rain, that's just ground clutter. You got a little bit of wet weather around Elizabeth City right here. That's all AKQ is picking up. So let's go to our watch warning map. Let's go to the watch warning map. Computer, let's take Wexo 3, please. Let's take Wexo 3, computer. We're going to talk about this here in a little bit. Um, you got your line. You got your Eric. This is the watch warning map. I'm using the National Weather Service GIS viewer. This is the watch warning map for the whole continental U.S. Let's take a deep dive into it. Special weather statement for the Great Lake right up here around the Chicago area. Air quality alert for Iowa, Wisconsin, sections of Minnesota. Flash flood watch for Missouri, Oklahoma. A severe thunderstorm watch for down here in Texas. Tornado watch for Oklahoma. Severe thunderstorm watch for Missouri, west of St. Louis. Flood warnings. Flash flood. No, excuse me. That's a flood watch. Not a flash flood watch, but it's a flood watch. Uh, you got flood warnings for Kansas in this area right here. Um, Severe thunderstorm watches for Texas and a section of Missouri. You got a flash flood warning for areas east of Los Angeles, up in the Arizona area, and this little section of Arizona, little section of Nevada and California. Nowhere's near Fresno or anywhere's in this area. This area for the flash warnings for the Death Valley National Park in the Lake Havasu City area, 29 Palms Marine Corps Base for areas experiencing flash flooding. Severe thunderstorm warnings for north of Dallas, north of Love Field, and DFW. These are the severe thunderstorm warnings we just talked about. That one tornado warning that's fixing to go off the board. The tornado warning ends at 11:30, so you got one more minute. Um, a river flood warning. A river flood warning for the this is a river flood warning for the Chickasaw at Leaksville, and a rip current statement for strong rip currents along our area beaches along the Gulf Coast. So that's what's going on with the watch warning map. Nothing for our DMA. So let's go to Wexo 4 computer. Got to wait for it to pull up here. All right, so this is the day two risk outlook. You got a marginal risk for up in Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and then Texas and New Mexico. General thunderstorm area for the KMOB area. The day three outlook shows a slight risk for the Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas area. Um, the I can't get the tornado probabilistic on it just yet, but just know that there's a 15% chance of severe weather with any point on that map out 25 miles, and a 5% chance for up in the north and around the marginal risk area that surrounds that slight. Day four has a 15% chance around the the whole state of Oklahoma, northern Texas, a good chunk of Arkansas, Tennessee, the west sliver of Kentucky, northern sector of Mississippi, and a sliver of North Alabama. Day five, it has the central and northern sectors of Alabama, the northern sector of Mississippi, a little sliver of Tennessee, central and southern sectors of Arkansas, central sector of Oklahoma, and the northern area of Texas. And day 6 through 8 has the predictability is too low. So that's what's going on with the SBC. Let's go to let's go to Wexo's 7 computer if we can and look at the Hurricane Center. This is what I was talking about on the GIS. The National Hurricane Center is giving this a 10% chance of forming into a tropical disturbance. This is as of the 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or yeah, Eastern Daylight Time update from the National Hurricane Center. They're calling this a 10% chance of formation in the next 2 days, in the next 48 hours, and the formation chance through 7 days as low as at 10%. This is for a non-tropical low pressure area is forecast to form from the system near or offshore off the southeastern U.S. coast during the next couple of days. If the low remains offshore, it could gradually develop some subtropical or tropical characteristics later this week, while moving northeastward at 10 to 15 miles an hour. So this is probably going to move on a track like this. It's probably just going to move like this. Okay. So that's not uncommon, but you really got to be on your game around the July, August, September, October timeframe. Let's go to let's go to let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Fairhope Pier. I if we can get that camera up. If we can get that camera up and running, I would like to take the Fairhope Pier camera and show y'all what's happening out there at Fairhope Pier. So that'd be Wexel 8 computer. This is Fairhope Pier. Now, if you're not familiar with this area, If you're not familiar with this area, I'll have to show you around. Up in the skyline, you see Mobile. That's Mobile County. Where this camera is, this is Baldwin County. Across the bay, that's Mobile County. Mobile County sits right here. Baldwin County here. Fairhope here. Mobile Bay here. And looks like the water is smooth and calm. That's that's what we're looking at for right now. That's what we're looking at as of 11:30 tonight or 10:30 Central. Other than that, I don't see anything going on um with the with severe weather back home. I'm looking through Mobile. They're going to continue the flood warning for that river up at Leakesville. They're going to continue the rip current statement for all of the coastal counties. Other than that, there's nothing pretty much going on. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you with a shot at Fairhope Pier. I'm gonna leave a shot of at Fairhope Pier. Leave y'all with a shot at Fairhope Pier as we say goodnight for this stream. I would like to thank my special guest, meteorologist Michael White. He came on earlier. Y'all, please subscribe to Textamet. He does a very good job with local weather, with showing your forecasted temperatures, your HRRR. He does it all. He's a man of many trades. I'm thankful that he's letting me combine Weather Lab with Textamet. That's how this is all powered to you. Other than that, please subscribe to him. Date and time subscribe to Weather Lab. I mean, I try to show everything as much as I can. I primarily focus on the Gulf Coast. Other than that, I have nothing for y'all. Nothing else that's going on. Uh, please, please show some support to Textamet. Other than that, I am Dakota with Weather Labs. We're going to go ahead and say goodnight one last time for the stream, and y'all have a good one. Stay blessed.